So one of the big ones I want to spend a bit of time here on is Petronas. Who's heard of this company? Do you know where it's from? Yeah. So it's the Malaysian National Energy Company, and it's been in the news. You know, they said, yeah, we're going to go ahead. No, we're not going to go ahead. So I think it's really important when you look at this stuff to kind of try and cut through that media, the media sensationalism, cut through that and get down to the facts as to what's actually happening. So the facts, give you a little timeline here. Petronas in 2012 bought Progress Energy, wholly bought it. They were a wholly owned Canadian company. They bought it for $5.5 billion. All Progress Energy did was explore and develop lands in Northeast BC. That's all they did. They didn't really do anything else. That was their primary operating business. So they bought these guys to explore and develop gas in Northeast BC. $5.5 billion to do that. Then they bought another piece of land for $130 million. That was in March 12th, 2014. So the cumulative spend, I missed one here. So they continued to expand their holdings, in 2013 and spent $1.5 billion to buy another piece of land. Then they bought another one for $130 million. So their cumulative outlay to date, they've spent over $8 billion in the region. And they're currently spending $2.5 billion on drilling per year. They drilled 192 wells in 2013. They drilled about 200 wells in 2014. And currently, they have 21 rigs operational drilling right now as we speak in Northeast BC. Petronas also just held a kind of high-level CEO conference for their service providers in Calgary about 3 days ago. And they basically said, we're drilling, we have 21 rigs operational. We want you guys to know that we have 21 rigs operational. We're moving towards a final investment decision. That was 3 days ago. They had a meeting with their service providers in Calgary. So, Petronas, despite what they say in the media, unless they're playing really weird poker, they are moving towards going ahead to make a decision. And it's widely believed that the reason that they've been stalling is they wanted this capital cost allowance from the federal government, which was announced 3 days ago by Harper. So they have three partners. They already have all their offtake agreements signed, so the guys that are going to buy the gas from them. And the big thing, they're one of 20 LNG projects that have been announced for the region right now. So a big amount of guys are looking to do this. The next one that's believed to kind of go after Petronas would be the Shell facility. Shell is LNG Canada. They're partnered with KOGAS, PetroChina, and Mitsubishi, Japanese company. So Petronas owns a lot of land north of Fort St. John in an area called Pink Mountain, and that's where they're drilling. The Shell is mostly fueled by Encana, who's partners with Mitsubishi, and they own all this land in around Dawson Creek. So that's why you see a lot of activity both around Fort St. John and around Dawson Creek. So keep in mind again, one LNG project is not just the LNG facility. A lot of the media likes to say, oh, the LNG plant, LNG plant. You got to keep in mind it's this whole thing. Each one of these things is long-term, over a $60 billion investment for these companies to make. It's a massive amount of money. And all the gas comes from one spot, Fort St. John and Dawson Creek in Northeast BC. So that's why we're there. That's not why we're over here. We're not over here because we don't know which one of these LNG facilities is going to be built. What we do know is all the gas comes from here. There's even an LNG plant down in Oregon that was announced that is getting gas from Northeast BC if they build that plant down in Oregon in the US.